Hi, what's up, warriors? Welcome back to I'll Take a Minute. But this morning, I want to talk about some things that help me with my mental health and also share about some sad news that I just got this morning. My life, I didn't grow up with an animal. We grew up in the hood, so it was no animals, guys. It was like that German Shepherd, the Rottweiler, and the Doberman Pinscher. People that are my age, you guys remember that, right? And I bought a animal for my daughter, and several dogs, a bird, a fish, oh my God, dwarf hamsters, which are mean as hell. Those, and I bought her a dog for her 21st birthday. But God knew He was doing that. Dog lived with me, and she would come see the dog on the weekends. So now the dog is 9 years old, guys, and my daughter, I think she got her own dog. I'll say 4 years ago now, because she wanted Grimly. I'm like, oh no, I've had her too long. I done invested in her. You can have her, So now my daughter, I have a grand dog also. When it comes to my mental health, and for me to be able to be a single woman at home with empty nest syndrome, and I am no longer working right now due to I got hurt. And plus, I want my own business, guys. It's too toxic out there in the work community. I can't be out there where I don't want to get sidetracked. But anyway, so for me, the animal helps me immensely. Where I've been single probably 30 years because my daughter will be 30. But, I want to raise her, like I've shared before, without a whole bunch of men running in and out my home. So I chose to stay single. And now that she's gone, I've been alone so long. It's like, do I want a man's success or a relationship? Success, and that's because of this animal. Because of Crimley. She's over there laying down, guys. Hopefully she'll come get in a video, maybe in a few minutes. But I've had her, she'll be 9 in January. So for 9 years, I've had her, and I've had several neighbors that have had dogs too, and the dog passed. Oh, yeah. His name was Ollie. My friend called me this morning, and she said that Ollie died. And I was like, oh no. That dog was like this big. And she rescued the dog. I'm sorry, guys, but that's how much emotional animals help. And it's sad, just like children. People who got children and don't treat them right shouldn't have kids, and people who would be great parents don't have children. It's the same thing with animals, where, I have a fur baby now, and I couldn't imagine my life without her. She feels such a big void. I don't even feel lonely or alone, I don't even have the need to want to even have a relationship with the opposite sex right now, because she is more than enough. You people out there that are pet parents, you know what I mean, and it helps so much with mental health, because it helps me feel not alone, and she even though they just really lay around, but it's so cute because they love you unconditional, like no matter how many times I yell at her, she still will love me and lick me and kiss me. And for people out there that are on medication and you have animals, please continue to stay on your medication so the dog does not get abused or get neglected or get abandoned. Because when you're off your meds, you can't take good care of yourself, never mind, let alone an animal. So please do not get animals unless you are medically or mentally stable to take care of yourself and that animal. It doesn't deserve abuse, just like a human doesn't deserve to be abused. And it's a lot of abuse today, guys, with animals. It saddens my heart that the good ones go, but Ollie was a good dog. He was Kremley's boyfriend. Where I don't know what she's gonna do now when we go over there, because she's gonna be looking for him. But I just wanted to come on and share and let you people know that my animal saved my life. I would be running around drinking in a car with her, like literally drinking and driving with my road dog. I called her my road dog. She was my co-pilot. Because she would come and jump and sit in my lap, while driving. I know it ain't right, guys, but I was drinking too then. But she's so tiny, she used to like to look out the window, And I say used to because I lost my car, guys, which I should have, because I probably would be dead or I probably would have killed someone drinking and driving. So as humbling as it is that I don't have a vehicle at 61, is very humbling and painful, because before then I didn't have one for 8 years. And now to come on here and admit at 61 that I lost my car because I didn't pay the taxes. And the taxes was a lot. We talking a little over 1,000, guys, where I had that one income household. Remember that 111? And right now I'm not interested in getting a car. I have transportation, thank God. Thank y'all. Shout out to ADAD Hartford Transit, guys. They are the best. 200 staff members, down from the reservations to the dispatch to the women in the office to the people that do the applications. They are wonderful. I've never met a rude or unprofessional employee from ADA Transportation yet. They run their job and they employees like it's supposed to be back in the prehistoric days, because you can go and work and just act in any kind of way. People go to work today like they volunteering. You go, you sit there, you might do 5%, 95% of the people ain't even there. That's why I won't go to work. Too toxic, and shame on the employers, the managers, and the supervisors, because you guys got the power like He-Man. I have the power. Greystone, remember that, guys? Where they have the power to shut it all down, but no, they don't want to be bothered, so they just let their employees run havoc like little Indians running around with a little hatchet and whoa, 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 whoa. That's how jobs are being ran today, because the lack of guidance and consequences when you don't do your job. But see, look, I done saw something shiny and got all sidetracked about it, but that's how I feel about the workforce today. And I'm just so sorry, guys, where love your animals just like you love your mama, like thank God Ollie, my friend, she rescued him. She had him for 3 years. He was abused, but thank God that his last 3 years was what a wonderful, beautiful soul. She took such good care of him. So his last 3 years, guys, was awesome. You know, it's a lot of animals out there that need to be rescued. Where if I have my way, guys, where one of my biggest dreams is to be able to open a rescue place for animals also, because they need to be saved just as much as we do, and they heal us. So they deserve that love too, because they love unconditional. Um, and she's teaching me how to love and be patient. Ooh, I can't pray for patience, guys. You know, you pay for patience, trials and tribulations. Where, no, I just pray for God to help me to not be frustrated, you know. um, excuse me. It is New Year's Eve, and my poor friend, thank God he didn't die on Christmas Day. So, unfortunately, she's starting the new year off without her little roll dog. And he used to go doo-doo, 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 because he was so tiny, and when he would walk, you know, you guys that are pet parents know what I'm talking about. My heart goes out to her so, 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 so much, you know, and he is in a much better place. I used to hate when people say that, but being that I died and went up there for a couple of minutes when I quoted Christmas Eve 3 years ago, I went up there and it was the most beautiful place. I was mad when I came back, guys. Before then, I was scared of death. Go figure, guys. I am a CNA. I've done a lot of hospice. I worked for the VNA. Shout out to VNA. That was one of my first jobs as the CNA. And I did hospice. Like back in that day, the nurses would pre-fill the syringes with the Ativan and the morphine comfort measures, and we were able to administer it. That was back in the good old days when CNAs were being CNAs. Today, they PCAs, and that's as much skill as they have as a patient, as a personal care attendant. And I've been there with several patients holding their hands when it was just them and me, no family members. So I know what that feels like, you know, especially taking that last breath. So when my mom died, I prayed to God that she didn't die alone, guys. I was able to get myself together. I was smoking crack cocaine the day before my mom died, and she wanted to see me, guys, and I couldn't pull myself together because that crack meant more to me than going to hear what my dying mother had to say, but I didn't know she was that bad. But God was so good, guys. I got up the next day. I went to go see her. She was hanging off the bed, guys. Breathing like that. And I knew she was about to go. Being the CNA, I had the CNA help me wash her, put her in some nice clothes, pajamas, and cleaned her and sat her and made the phone call. Y'all need to get here. The most wonderful thing I take comfort of, guys, is that my mom did not die alone. Talk about but God. Only God could have illustrated that. I got there. I had some time with her. She couldn't really talk to me, but she knew I was there. And then I called everybody else. And so we all were there when my mom took her last breath. And that gave me so much comfort and peace, because I've been with people and it ain't been no one there but them and me. So guys, the ones that you still have alive, please, please, my mom been gone 15 years and I still beat myself up for wishing I had more time with my mom. And she signed that DNR, guys, and I begged her, Mommy, don't do that. Don't sign that DNR. Because I knew once she signed that, no matter what, they weren't going to take her to revive her or bring her to hospital. And she said, Christine, I'm tired. And she was just becoming the mom that I always wanted, guys. She was saved, going to church, and she was the best mom ever before she died. And I feel like I got so cheated, guys. And she died knowing I was still using at the time. So guys, you guys that still have your mothers and your support animals or any members of your family or your even friends that become family, love them while they are here. Because life is so short now. Tell them you love them today, not tomorrow. Try to have peace. You don't need to have that last word. You don't have to be right, especially if you old like me, I'd rather have peace than be right today, guys. And it's holiday time, so it's sad when our loved ones. My mom died 3 days before Thanksgiving, and we were gonna bring her home. And me being a nurse's aide, I remember getting clients ready to go to their family members' home, and then they would come back to the facility, by dinner time, and we were gonna go get my mom and bring her home, and she died 3 days before that. And now that I'm sober, I have to deal with that because I've never really dealt with it. It's hard to be sober and to be clean and to have to deal with these emotions that you have suppressed for so many years because of fear or anger or anxiety, or the pain is too hard. The thoughts are too much. That's why addiction is real. It's about not feeling. But then when you get sober like me and like I am now, these things hurt so bad, but I can't go drink at it. I'm not gonna go drink at it. But I am going to try to do better today than I did yesterday, and to have one more day clean and sober, and to start my new year off in sobriety and recovering and finding happiness and wholeness and be able to be a better member to society so I can help others. I want to advocate for all these crazy things that's going on in the world today that is like blowing my mind what is acceptable. Like, thank God I grew up when I did, because I know what it's like to go ahead and live a life where people have consequences, accountability. Like, what happened to those? No one does that today. Like, everybody just running havoc like we animals, like we prehistoric. Because that's exactly what it looked like when there's no accountability and we letting our kids see that it's okay. Then y'all wonder why the kids are like they are. Like, really? AIs can't tuck a kid into the bed at night and tell that kid, take off your school clothes, put on your play clothes, do your homework, say your prayers, be respectful to your elders. AIs can't do that. We need to show our children that it is vulnerability and you don't get everything you want. And you need to put out good energy so it could come back to you. Because whatever you put out there in that universe, you will get back. I am living proof of that. Like, that's why today, what I got left, guys, I'm trying to live right. Not perfect, but right. And to treat people like people and with respect and value and consideration, compassion, hope, peace, love. All that's free, guys. Smile at somebody. Everybody's angry, bitter. That literally takes so much energy to walk around here angry and bitter, because that was me. And I thank God that I am getting freer and freer and better. Like Cardi B said, I'm getting better and better, you know, because I am. I'm getting better and better, guys, each day. And if I could do it, I'm praying to God that I can um, be a role model to other people stuck in addiction, that you can get sober or clean, guys, and there's help out there. I didn't know about help, but I didn't mean to stay on here this long. Hopefully I didn't lose you guys. You know, I'm trying to get shorter, guys, shorter and shorter, you know, in my videos. And this one is like one of the longest ones in a while, but it's a value one to me. And about loss and mental health and that big hole that we have as humans, that we try to fill with anything. You know, addiction is about not feeling, you know, and today I feel. I may not like it, but I feel. And I feel for others, and I pray for others. Where if no one has told you today, I love you. I love you, and you're worthy, to get respect, and you're worthy to get to know yourself and love you. Thank you for tuning in too. I'll take a minute. You guys be good to your loved ones. And it'll be New Year's tomorrow, 2026, where I'm hoping it'll be the best year of my life, guys. Thank you. Bye.